In 2019, Tata Consultancy Services made $20.9 billion. The company employs over 400,000 people. But what is it like to actually work there? Here's what TCS employees had to say on Glassdoor.com. Miser company, says a senior consultant in Mumbai. Pros: brand value, attracting intelligent technical workplace. Cons: everything else. Uses random faults like year gaps to undermine you in every part of work. Literally couldn't report issues because hierarchy and overweight babus hushing things under the carpet. Advice to management: if your CEO and management can have gaps in education and careers, so should techies. Only the higher management earns, says a senior business analyst in Chennai. 1-star rating. Pros: scope of learning, work-life balance is there. Good for ladies and those who are expert in licking their manager's boot. Cons: completely biased bell curve still exists. Resource management group is just for show-off, makes you forget your skills and work on irrelevant projects only. Advice to management: CEO gets 30% hike and those who actually work get 4%. Awesome! Today's East Indian company, says an associate in Pune. 1-star rating. Pros: brand value, that's it. No other benefits will be provided. No work-life balance. It depends on the project you're placed in. Cons: no other benefits other than salary, total micromanagement. They even track your washroom timings. You have to work like a robot's worse than call center. Better to stay away. I will advise you not to join AMP project in TCS. In your lifetime, you will surely suffer. Advice to management: please treat your employees as humans, not as robots and full politics. Exploitation of employees, says a software chaprasi in Pune. Pros: worst employer, very low pay. When I joined, pay was 6.5 and it kept decreasing every year. Cons: there are only downsides. There are so many managers that if no projects come, everyone will be broke. Advice to management: just look at the condition of your employees. They look worse than dogs. TCS is not an equal opportunity employer, says an ITA in Chennai. What's up with Chennai? Pros: only big name. Apart from that, nothing. Cons: TCS is not an equal opportunity employer. If you want to make progress in your career in TCS, then you have to belong to South Indian Tamil community. If you are not from Tamil community, then you cannot progress in TCS. All the promotions and all the good projects are going to Tamil people only. When Ramar Dorai was the CEO of TCS, he elected Chandra Shekaran to be next CEO, and after that, Chandra Shekaran elected Gopinathan to be next CEO and his brother NG Subramanian as the COO. You can see that it is the Tamils passing the baton to other Tamils only, and Gopinathan will pass it on to another Tamil guy, mostly to Subramanian. If you're North Indian, then no chance for you. The Tamils will make you do all the hard work, slog from morning 9 a.m. till night 12 a.m. And when you have done 99% of the work, they will replace you with some Tamil guy and give him all the credit for your work. You will get a C or D band, and the Tamil guy who took the credit for your work will get the A band in appraisal. Mostly I am seeing that the people who are getting the high rating in appraisals are getting it because they are close to their manager, not because of any hard work. Those peoples are able to stay in TCS for 15 years, 20 years, for full lifetime. Quicksand of mediocrity. Pros: loads of free time. Bathrooms are clean, and this combined with pro number 1 tempts one to use bathrooms in the office more often than they're in their own homes. Cafeteria food is cheap and not bad at all. Cons: 1. RMGs, which we now know as the Resource Management Group, RMGs and human resources are rude, give no thought to what they're doing while assigning people to projects, and have no qualms about potentially ruining careers of fresh grads by pushing them into projects that are aligned with neither their inclination nor their skill set. 2. The initial learning program, ILP, that fresh grads have to go through is an utter travesty with no learning to speak of. It's held at a location that's different from where you will eventually be working, potentially several hundred kilometers away, from either your home or eventual work location. And since TCS does not reimburse you for the travel, you have travel expenses even before your career has begun. 3. People trained in Java are being pushed into ITIS projects, and people with genuine, demonstrable coding skills are being held like prisoners in projects that simply do not suit them, simply because they were trained in ITIS. RMGs will employ sophistry and absurd mental gymnastics to justify things like this. This person should be a writer. Number 4, the work you'll most likely be assigned to do will be some repetitive inanity that has nothing to do with all that you've learned in school, college, and their useless ILP, most of which could be easily automated with barely 50 lines of Python, speaking from experience here. Things like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel are the quote-unquote cutting-edge technologies that will be taking up most of your time, and making sure the TCS logo is aligned properly will be near the top of your priority. Number 5, obnoxious and egotistical people with exceptionally bad managerial acumen are, for whatever reason, made managers in this company who, with one metaphorical stroke of their pens, can turn clear win-win situations into lose-lose situations, disappointing all stakeholders in a process except themselves. Advice to management. No advice. The situation is unsalvageable. Secure but scary, says a software engineer in Bangalore. Pros: secure. Bench period is honeymoon period. Easy to relocate from one place to another, although RMG is a bugger. On-site is a luck-based approach. All thanks to President of America. This reads like some kind of modern age poetry. Cons: TCS, BBSR, Morgan Stanley project was specially the worst project to join. No work can get you appreciation there. All you can do is icing your boss, that's all. Very less incentives. Advice to management. What? Do they have any management policies? I didn't see that coming, LOL. No matter how hard you work, your manager decides your future, and even your HR can't do anything. Super useless management ever seen on Earth. If you have nothing to do, join TCS, advises a senior business analyst in Chennai. Pros: you can learn micromanagement from upper management and learn what all things to be avoided when a manager yourself. Cons: no projects. They get all crappy work from the world and employ people in lakhs and ruin their lives. A company for people looking at a retirement plan for a job. Advice to management. Honestly, I just hope you get a life of your own. Please don't go to higher-end colleges and waste our lives. My slavery. Systems engineer in Chennai. Pros: I don't find any pros. Cons: employees are treated as billing items. Managers think that we are their slaves. I worked in a worst project called AIG. They gave me hike of 3%. I don't know where to keep that. I tried a lot for release from project. Finally, I resigned out of frustration. No one will listen to you, HR manager, lead, etc. A lot of politics. If you think you are a good slave, you are welcome to join this company. You guys worked at TCS? Let us know in the comment section what you think, and subscribe for more. More episodes coming every week. Boom.